If someone tells you that a person speaks badly about you, don't defend yourself or make excuses. Simply say that the person doesn't know your other flaws, or they would have mentioned those too. True freedom comes from education and self-control. What happens to you is not as important as how you react. Listen more than you speak, want less instead of chasing endless possessions, and remember that most of your stress comes from how you think, not from reality. Decide who you want to be and then take the actions that match that choice. Stop worrying about things you cannot control. If you want to grow, be willing to look foolish at times. No one is truly free unless they can control themselves. Happiness comes from appreciating what you already have instead of grieving what you don't. People often suffer more from their imagination than from real problems. Choose to be around people who lift you up and help you become better. Laugh at yourself so you never run out of reasons to smile. Avoid letting negative people infect your mind. Freedom comes from ignoring what you cannot change. Hard times reveal who you really are. You cannot learn anything if you believe you already know everything. Blaming others is ignorance, blaming yourself is the beginning of wisdom, and blaming no one shows maturity. No one can harm your true inner self unless you allow it. Understand your words before you speak them. Stay connected to what is spiritually higher than you and follow your true values no matter what others do. The tougher the challenge, the greater the victory. Strong people earn their strength by surviving storms. Seek the good within yourself, not in outside things. And do not try to seem wise, focus on actually becoming wise. In life, don't wish for things to happen your way, instead accept events as they come and you will find peace. A ship shouldn't depend on one anchor, and a person shouldn't depend on one hope. First know who you really are and then act in a way that matches that truth. If you want to read, then read. If you want to write, then write. Nothing happens by accident, everything arrives for a reason. A truly rich person is someone who is satisfied with what they have. We are not upset by events but by the thoughts we have about them. A good person does the right thing for its own sake, not to impress others. It is better to live a simple life without fear than a rich life filled with stress. Small-minded people blame others, average people blame themselves, but wise people understand that blame is pointless. Great things take time and patience. People are not afraid of events but of their own way of seeing them. If someone speaks badly of you, do not defend yourself. Instead, say that they clearly don't know all your flaws or they would have listed more. When something bad happens, look within and ask how you can use it to grow. Someone may chain your body but no one can control your free will. Hard times reveal a person's true character. Just like fruit needs time to grow and ripen, great achievements need time to develop. Think about death and difficulties often, and you will learn not to desire anything too strongly. The best way to hurt an enemy is to live the best life you can. What matters is not how things are but how we think they are. Live in harmony with nature, not just by your own rules. Real happiness comes from depending as little as possible on external things. Imagine the kind of person you want to be, and follow that example in public and in private. To understand philosophy, you must practice listening. If you want to overcome anger, slowly reduce how often you let yourself get angry and be grateful when you improve. If you want to grow, be willing to look foolish in the eyes of others and don't act like you know everything. You cannot chase outer success and inner peace at the same time, you must choose. Anyone who can make you angry becomes your master, because they can control your mood only if you allow it. If someone says another person speaks badly of you, simply tell them that person doesn't know your other faults. Only educated people are truly free. What happens to you matters less than how you react to it. We have 2 ears and 1 mouth so we can listen more than we speak. Wealth is not about owning many things but wanting fewer things. People are troubled not by events but by how they view those events. Decide who you want to be, and then take the steps needed to become that person. The only way to happiness is to stop worrying about things you cannot control. If you want to improve, accept that people may think you are foolish. No one is free unless they can control themselves. A wise person does not cry over what they lack but celebrates what they already have.